So, like we were talking about before, anytime there's something green, the energy captured by the plants from the sun fixed into these tissues, this is potential food for other organisms. As an entomologist, I walk around and I can't help but see all of the different ways in which insects and plants have been duking it out. So look at this plant here. This is a native plant in the sunflower family, and it does not look super healthy. You can see all of this damage right here. Something's been added. Something's been feeding on these things right here. More evidence up here. This is good, juicy food that an organism could take advantage of. Now the plants are not sitting ducks. Well, they are sitting ducks. They can't run away. They've got their roots in the ground, literally. So how do they avoid this damage? Well, over millennia of interactions with these herbivores, plants have had to figure out ways, evolutionarily, on how to minimize this damage. Plants are amazing chemists, among other things. So they have a cornucopia, a pharmacopoeia of chemicals that they have in their tissues that make them harder, that make them bitter, that make them nasty, that make them outright toxic to organisms that are not adapted to dealing with them. And so they plaster their tissues with protective compounds so that they don't get eaten. Some of those compounds are actually things that we take advantage of. So if you like putting spicy pepper on your food, whether it's cayenne pepper or even black pepper, that spiciness is something that plants have evolved to put in their tissues so as to minimize herbivory by rodents, by herbivores in particular, mammalian herbivores. Turns out birds can't taste it, so they could go crazy with it. There's all kinds of other compounds that plants have. So this is one of the main ways in which plants defend themselves against herbivores, because they can't run away. They can't run away, at least physically, in space. Some plants run away in time. They're ephemeral. They show up just at certain times of the year. They grow really quickly, they set their seeds, and then they're gone before herbivores can actually figure out where they are. And so they can stick around that way. They're annuals, and they're very rapid in their growth. You could think of the opposite, which is like an oak tree. They live hundreds of years, and they don't move around. And so, they have to have different kinds of strategies to deal with herbivores. So what does this have to do with agriculture?